when I'm quizzing someone about something, they often think that I'm trying to tear something apart.
Yeah,
And
right.
so they'll get very defensive trying to defend a statement they made or an opinion they had or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to tear apart your opinion. I am trying to break it down so I understand it. So
Yeah, right.
I'm asking you for specific information that I would use to come to the same conclusion you did.
Yeah.
And I'm not questioning whether it's right or wrong, because in your mind, if it's something you used as data, it's right in your mind. So I may disagree with the decision you made, but if I can logically come up with it, then I think we're aligned. It means our thought processes are similar. And if our thought processes are similar, then we can come to agreement on something a lot easier. If you don't think anything like me, we've got a lot more work to figure out to be able to even communicate.
Oh my gosh, yes. And that's the problems we've had in the past. Yeah, exactly. We still have them to this
So
day because we're skipping steps. Yeah, right.
And
Skipping.
so when I ask you questions, part of it is because I'm very direct. What about this? What about that? What does this mean? And then I'll take all that information, process it in my head, and say, okay, I see where you're coming from. But what ends up happening is we're so attuned to the idea of getting attacked in our opinions and arguments that people get defensive suddenly. And now I'm up against someone who's defensive, trying to actually come into alignment with their thinking.
Yeah, that's a problem actually. That's why you've got to train yourself like jujitsu to ask certain questions and don't make assumptions.
Well, I've got to train myself to understand how I'm coming across and clarify the communication in a way that makes sense to them.
Yeah, so there's this show that's so cool, and you may even want to check it out. But there's like a really high trained physicist, somebody like explaining gravity or something like that, and he'll explain it in five different levels, like a
Mhm.
school kid all the way up to, and it's just so interesting. The conversations and the words are completely different because you're trying to get a very complicated idea across, but in a way that people can actually do something with it, right? Which I
Yeah,
think is
well,
fascinating.
honestly, I was thinking when we were at Toastmasters today, and I was listening to people's speeches, I had this idea of what if I gave a speech that
Hmm.
started off with a speech with 5 points,
Yeah,
and then I gave the same speech with only 3 points,
yeah, right.
and then I gave the same speech with only 1 point.
Yeah, right.